Okay, guys, probably that's the right time for us to start our session for today. Today I have Yusuf, I have Hazem, Juwayriya, Omar, Mariam, and somebody logging in with owner. Who is that person logging in with the name of owner? Please, can you rename yourself? Owner, DNY. Who is that person?
Can I ask a question?
Yusuf? Yes, go ahead, Yusuf.
Okay, so the homework, it was just the study plan and the video, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so when I tried to upload it to Google Classrooms, like you said, the PDF wouldn't load. I managed to edit the PDF without turning it into a Word file, and it worked. But when I tried to uploading it, it gave me a server error. So can I just upload the PDFs here and the video in Google Classrooms?
No problem. It's fine. It's okay, Yusuf. No problem. Okay.
Okay. About study plan, do I do it every day?
At least before each session. At least before it, we have 2 sessions a week, so you should submit it at least twice a week.
All right. So it's fine to do both, right?
Yeah, it's fine to do both. Yeah. If you can upload it day by day, it's okay. If you would like to upload it or submit it twice a week, which is before each session, that's also okay for me. Okay, let me start here asking the person who was named the owner, still naming himself owner, please rename yourself so that I know who are you. But let me ask the other people here, what have you studied this week?
Hello.
Omar. Yes.
Hello.
Omar. Yes, what's your name?
My name is Anwar.
Anwar.
Fine,
Okay,
fine.
Anwar, please, can you just rename yourself Anwar instead of owner?
Okay. I put my
Okay,
name instead of it.
okay. Who can share with us what have you studied this week? Who can share with us the study plan and tell us what have you studied? What have you done this week? Juwayriya, Omar, Hazem.
You mean the activities that were done this week?
Juwayriya, please raise your voice a little bit, please.
The activities that we have done this week?
Yeah.
I go to my training. It's swimming because it's my hobby.
No, I'm talking about the Ielts test. I'm talking here the Ielts course, please. I'm talking about the activities related to the Ielts course. What have you studied?
I've studied the plan.
Okay, what did you do here? For example, did you log in 60-minute English? Did you hear or learn anything from 60-minute English?
I tried to download it and then I'm gonna still explore the app.
But you haven't explored that yet.
Yes.
Okay, what about the other book, the vocabulary book, Collins' book? Have you studied any lessons from it? Really, I'm asking you about the vocabulary book.
Can you hear me?
Vocabulary book, the vocabulary book, which is called the Collins, and it was there in the study plan.
Yes, I downloaded it too.
But you haven't started studying it yet.
Yes.
Okay. What about the other guys? Who can share with us what have you done over this week?
Me.
Yusuf, I know your work. I'm asking about the other people because you have already sent your work for me, Yusuf. Thank you very much for your effort. But I'd like to hear the other people here. Hazem,
But
Omar.
when I said learned 100 words, I didn't mean that I learned 100 words. I mean I learned how to use 100 words. But the
That's
PDF
perfect.
didn't give me enough.
That's perfect. Okay, thanks. Okay, Hassan, would you like? Can you share with us what have you done this week? Guys,
Yeah.
I'd like to listen to you. Tell me, what have you done?
What?
What have you done over this week? What have you studied out of the study plan?
Nothing.
Nothing. Anybody else would like to share anything with us, guys, before we start our session?
So I finished the first lesson of the college book. Then I
The first
listened to
lesson
a
of what?
podcast.
First lesson of the vocabulary or listening, or the listening, or which part, which lesson are you referring to here?
The vocab, the
The
Collins
book,
book.
okay, the course book.
Yeah, the Collins. Okay. So then I listened to a podcast from BBC, from 6 Minute English. It was about
That's
rude
good.
emails.
Yeah.
I studied the vocab and studied the idioms. Then I finished Unit 3 of the Macmillan speaking book, and I didn't make any. And it was pretty late, and I was super exhausted, so I didn't make the test, unfortunately.
Fine, thank you very much. That's perfect. Okay, thanks a lot for that.
About me,
Okay.
Mr. Ravi,
Anwar,
this is the first session with you. God willing, I will do my best to be with you.
you are most welcome. You are most welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So we're going to start our session today by speaking. Last time we started our session with listening, but today we'll start with speaking. So I'm going to share the screen with you right now. That was part of your homework. That was the recording part of your homework. Who can give us or answer this question? But when you answer this question or when you talk about the topics here, there is no need to reread the questions again. I mean here, just to give your speech without reading the question again. There is no need to repeat the questions. No need to repeat the question. Just to give your speech without repeating the questions. Yusuf, I have listened to your work, so I prefer to listen to the other people who haven't submitted their work.
Okay.
So only Yusuf is the only person ready.
Hello, Mr. Ready.
Okay. Go ahead. Yes.
I finished 20 words from Collins. You have submitted in the WhatsApp, and I finished 2 videos from 6 Minute English in BBC, and have finished one exam from jumping to website.
That's perfect. And okay, thank you very much for that. But here I'm asking about question, discuss familiar topics. We need to discuss these topics together. That was part of your homework. What kind of town did you grow up in? Where would you like to live? Do you have any hobbies? What sort of TV programs do you like watching? What's your greatest fear? Which living person do you most admire? What's your most precious object? And what sort of place do you live in now? In order to make it easier for you, let's have, for example, let's have Anwar. Anwar, can you just tell us what kind of town did you grow up in? Okay, I'm going to give you like a minute to prepare your thoughts, and each one of you is going to answer a question from, or to answer a topic out of these 8 topics. For what kind of town did you grow up in? We will listen to Anwar will handle that. For where would you like to live in? We will have Hazim talking about it. Hazim, prepare yourself talking about where would you like to live. Juwairiya, do you have any hobbies? You will answer that. And for Mariam, what sort of TV programs do you like watching? Mariam again, what sort of TV program do you like watching? Hatem, what's your greatest fear? What's your greatest fear, Hatem? And for Hassan, which living person do you most admire? And Muhammad, what's your most precious object? What is your most precious object? And for Malik, what sort of place do you live in now? What sort of place do you live in now? Okay, clear for every person here?
Except you.
I'll give you another task, Yusuf. I'm waiting for you to be ready. Once you are ready, put up your hand, please. That's enough time. Who is ready to start?
Hello.
Okay, Anwar, go ahead.
Grew up in القليوبية governorate. Okay. But it's asking about the place where I would like to be living.
Okay, even if you talk about the place where you live, you still here need to put more details. Describe the town, describe the place, talk about the facilities that are there. Try to give like a prolonged speech and elaborate your answer.
Okay, it's like agricultural place.
Yeah.
It's a small town called Tuch. I grew up in it from I was a child to be adult man. So my age is 47 years old in this city. But I like to live in maybe in London. So I prepare myself to go there. My hobbies in this place, just to play football, and ping pong, and play volleyball, and a lot of amazing times in the city, in that city. Okay, I have a lot of friends there. Okay, and about my relative, I have a big family there. Okay, about my TV program, I like. I like watching TV so much.
That's enough for you. You have talked about the first topic, and that's perfect. Thank you very much for your elaborated answer. But let's give it a chance for another person to talk about the other topics. Okay.
Okay. With you.
Thank you very much for that. I think Hazim. What do you have to say, Hazim?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
This is my first session, so I currently don't understand anything yet. But was I supposed to answer the second question only, correct?
Yes, it is. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Where would you like to live? Yeah.
Anywhere but Egypt.
Give reasons. Justify your answers. If you give too short answers, that's not the answer wanted or required in Ielts. You will not get a good score for that. You need to elaborate, give details, justify, say why, explain.
Okay. Well, first of all, the people of Egypt are very noisy, and I hate that. And second of all, I would like to live in a gentle, quiet neighborhood.
Yusuf, do not interrupt, please. Do not interrupt him. Okay, go ahead, Hazem.
The gentle, quiet people. I hate noise, so that's why I chose not to live in Egypt. And anywhere works, really.
Okay, thanks for that. But Hazem, in an IELTS test, try to be positive in your answer and do not take the negative side. Even if you would like to criticize something, you still need to maintain like a diplomatic speech. Okay, so say I prefer to live in another place because I can find so and so. Okay. But and my advice for you is to take the positive side. Even if you would like to criticize something, that's okay, no problem with that. But try to maintain your, the neutral tone of criticism. Clear for you?
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead. What's your question?
This is my first session, okay? So I don't understand what is the Collins book, and where are those books? I can't find.
You can find them in the study plan file I sent in the WhatsApp group. Maybe because you have just joined the WhatsApp group, you missed the message, but I can send it again for you. You will find the links for these books and a file. I'll resend it again. I'll resend it for you in the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Yusuf, what would you like to say?
Honestly, I was gonna say, elaborate the answer about the people of Egypt being noisy. Honestly, I agree. Like especially in Ramadan, they literally roam the streets with drums. مسحراتي بقى ولا لأ؟ مش شرط. And when I'm trying to sleep to wake up for Fajr, I physically cannot because of the noise being too much. So honestly, that's the only thing I agree with from the previous speech.
Okay, but still again, traditions and cultures different from a city and from a country for another. Maybe there is a specific culture which is not okay for you, it's okay for the other people. So more or less, we have to respect all cultures, all traditions. And if you would like to criticize something, that's perfectly fine, but still be positive in your criticism.
I don't mind to cultures, but at least keep your voices down. There are people trying to sleep. Honestly,
yes.
Honestly, I respect all cultures equally, but I don't. But the only thing I don't respect is how the people don't respect you back. Like for example, I told them multiple times I want to sleep, but there's
Okay,
nothing
thanks.
changing.
I'd like to give the chance for the other people to speak also. Thank you very much for that, Yusuf. We have listened to Yusuf, Anwar, and the Juwairiya. What about Hatem, Malik? Other people, please.
I think Mr. Radi who gave me the third
Just
question about the hobbies or
Ready?
something
Okay.
like this.
Juwairiya, are you ready? Are you ready to talk about your topic?
Yes, sure.
Okay, go ahead, Juwairiya.
Okay, as a person that
What was the topic you were talking?
what hobbies do you do, I think?
Which topic are you going?
The third. Do you have any hobbies? This one.
Okay. Hobbies, yeah.
Okay, as a person who actually gets really bored quickly, so each day I discover a new hobby, such as sports. Like I love handball, swimming, and kickboxing. These are actually my main sport that I love doing. And at home, I like doing DIY things or crafts. Such as building homes with just cotton and showing them to my friends or my family. So I just like get to their opinions and see if it's like good or not. I also love beading or doing bracelets and necklaces with beads. It keeps me like feeling relaxing and out of an anxiety. That's it, I think.
Okay, thanks. That's perfect. Thank you very much for that. Other guys, who else?
Can you, doctor, just open a question page to see the question to
Which
answer?
topic you're discussing?
About grow up. What kind of time I grow up?
What time What kind of town did you grow up in? Okay.
I grew up in Gaza. Gaza it's, have a random buildings. It's the life is very before the war, it's very beautiful and kind. The people here in Gaza is very kindly and they cooperation with each other. But I would like to live in a city like European city because they provide you good services. I like my hobby. It's playing football. I love football, and I wanna a good environment and good cities that provide football places to play. I have to answer all the questions here. Mr. Radi,
Again, please.
I have to answer all the question or just one question.
No, that's enough for you. That's enough.
My answer.
That's enough for the topic you answered. But take care of some, minor grammatical mistakes, like the people in Gaza are kindly. Say people in Gaza are kind, not kindly. The adjective is kind and not kindly. Okay. And you said I like to live in city like. Say I'd like to live in a city like, not city. I like to live in a city like with the indefinite article a and not in city like. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Anybody else, guys?
Me, I'm answering the question with what sort of place do you live in now?
Okay, go ahead, Hamadi.
I currently live in the same town where I spent my childhood, but my family is in the process of moving to a different house. My old town, I can say it's a peaceful and welcoming place with a strong sense of community, which was one of the reasons I've enjoyed living there for so many years.
Fine.
That's it.
Okay, thanks. Who else? Who else? Nobody? Okay. So let's get back to our book. I believe last time we stopped at exercise 4, I believe. Okay, this is where we stopped last time, exercise 4. Decide which adjectives in A, G below is the opposite of the other two. We have here in each letter here in each line, we have 3 adjectives. 2 are of a similar kind, giving the same meaning, and 1 is the opposite of the other 2. To give you an example with the first one, to model the first one for you, I have the adjectives boring, dull, and fascinating. Boring, dull, and fascinating. Which 2 adjectives mean more or less the same, and which one is the opposite? Which adjective is the opposite here? Is it boring, dull, or fascinating? Boring and dull are almost the same thing. They refer to the same thing, but fascinating, that is the opposite. So we underline the adjective fascinating. Clear for you? Can you quickly do the rest of the exercise? You are going to read the adjectives and underline the opposite adjective of the other 2. Go ahead. The main purpose or the main goal of this exercise is to learn a new vocabulary. So if you find any new vocabulary here, please write it down and study it later.
I think I finished all of them.
Finished all of them. Omar. Okay, Omar.
Omar.
Okay, Omar. The second one, cramped, spacious, and sizable. Which one is the opposite of the other 2?
Spacious. Because cramped means that it's too tight to, let's say, to expand.
So do you think spacious is the opposite? Spacious, doesn't it give the same meaning like sizable?
Wait a minute. Yeah. So the opposite here is cramped.
Cramped. Cramped, that is the opposite, because spacious and sizable are almost the same. So cramped is the opposite word, the opposite adjective. Okay, go on.
I think I finished letter C.
Okay, go ahead with letter C. Traditional, modern, and old-fashioned.
Traditional, modern, and old-fashioned. This is the opposite.
The opposite is the word
modern.
Modern, yes, modern.
Yeah.
Modern will be the opposite because traditional and old-fashioned are the same. Then we have the word bustling, bustling, quiet, and peaceful. What do you think? Bustling, quiet, or peaceful? Who knows the answer quickly? Bustling, quiet, or peaceful?
Me, I can answer them.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, let's check. Let's check the answer for this exercise with Malik. Okay, Malik.
So
you
number
do all of
D
them,
or
letter D. Bustling, quiet, and peaceful.
So the opposite word is bustling, since quiet
bustling.
and peaceful.
What does the word bustling mean?
Quiet and peaceful means calm, while bustling means
like busy and noisy.
Yeah, busy and full of activity in general.
Okay. Cozy, uncomfortable, and inviting. Cozy, uncomfortable, and inviting. Which one is the opposite?
Can I answer them?
Sorry.
Okay, we are doing this exercise with I think Omar Malik. Okay, go ahead.
So
let's Malik for this exercise.
The opposite word here is uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, yes. Cozy means comfortable. Inviting means something lively, lovely. I mean something lovely, inviting, or cozy. So the opposite one will be uncomfortable. Okay, and smart, elegant, and shabby.
Shabby is the opposite word.
What's a shabby here? What's your definition for the word shabby? How do you understand that?
It means like old and in a poor condition.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, and vibrant, boring, and lively.
Boring.
Boring, that is the opposite. Vibrant and lively are the same, but boring is the opposite one. Okay, thank you very much for that. Let's move on to the other exercises. We have talked about where you live for exercise 5, so let's skip 5 and go on to exercise 6. The questions below come from the alt speaking. Match the examiner's questions with the candidate's answer. You are going to match the questions here to the candidate's answers. The candidate's answers are letters from A to E, okay? And for 1 to 5, these are the questions. You are going to read the question and find the answers from A to E, and I prefer if we do exercise 7 here as well. If we do exercise 7 here. For exercise 7, you are going to add extra information or elaborate the answers that was given by the candidate. Again, we have a question from 1 to 5. Then we have an answer and an elaborated or more details about that answer. We need to match all of them. What is the question? What's the answer? And what can be an elaborated answer for that? What can be an elaborated information for that answer? Let's do the first one as an example. Where do your host family live? If the examiner asked you saying, where do your host family live? Which letter from A to E do you think is the right answer for this question?
C.
C. Yes. The family I'm staying with live in a very chic part of the town. The family I'm living with live in a very chic part of the town. I'd like to elaborate that answer C. Which sentence can I use from exercise 7 to elaborate the answer of C?
4.
Which is, the area is residential with tree-lined streets, no shops, and not many cars. That's perfect. Okay, let's model it again.
Yeah.
Okay, Omar, I'm going to ask you the first question, and you simply are going to answer C. Read aloud C and 4. Omar, where do your host family live? Omar, are you there?
4.
I'm asking
the
you
area is residential with tree-lined avenues, no shops, and not that many of cars.
Omar, before you give the elaborated details on 4, you should have answered the main question, which is letter C first. Where do your host family live? Start from C.
So my host family live in Asyut, which is
Omar,
not that
are doing this
which is
exercise or
far, but
not?
not that
I'm
much.
not asking. I'm not asking you about the personal information. We're just doing the exercise of this textbook here. The question was, where do your host
Oh.
family live? It will be matched with C, which is the family I'm staying with live
Oh.
in a very chic part of the town. And in order to elaborate that answer, I can do something like 4, which is the family I'm staying with live in a very chic part of the town. The area is residential with tree-lined streets, no shops, and not many cars. That's what we need to do right here in this stage. Okay.
Great.
Okay. For how close to the city is it? Who can answer me? Who can find the answer for question 2? How close to the city is that? How
Me.
close to the city? Okay, go ahead, Yusuf.
All right. So the city, its
Letter.
number.
Which letter? Yusuf, which letter?
1 minute. I'm reading the answers. No. I live in a neighborhood. B. It's B.
Time. In order to be more organized than that, I'm going to assign a question for each person of you. So for question 2, Yusuf will do it. Yusuf, you look for the answers for question number 2, okay? And for Muhammad, you will do find the answers for question 3. Muhammad, question 3. And for Hassan, find the answers for question 4. And for Mariam, find the answers for question 5. Clear?
All right. So can I answer?
We just will wait 30 seconds for the other people to find their answers. Then we'll start right away.
How close the city is? It is very well located.
Just hold on for 30 seconds.
Fine.
The city is it?
Holy Mamma Mia. What the hell? I'll stop holding the screen.
Okay, Yusuf, go ahead.
Okay, can you return the slide?
The question is, how close to the city is it?
It is E. It is very well located, and to continue with number 7, it is number 1 because it is well connected to the city.
Okay, all what I need from you is just to read E and E from exercise 6 and 1 from exercise 7 without adding it. Just read aloud the sentences as they are.
It is very well located because it is well connected to the city central by bus and train.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Then, who was the next? Is your accommodation modern or old-fashioned? I think who, Malik? Who would answer? Who would give the answer for this question? Whom I ask it to prepare the answer for this question? Is your accommodation modern or old-fashioned? Malik, I think.
No, it's not me.
Not you. So it was it Muhammad?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, who can answer? Is your accommodation modern or old-fashioned? Who can give me the answer?
Me?
Other than Yusuf.
I can answer it.
Okay, go Malik. Okay, go ahead.
So it's letter D.
Letter D, which is, read it aloud. The house.
Well, I read it. Okay. The house is very high tech. High tech is modern.
High tech, yes. Go on. And what? How to elaborate the answer from 7?
Number 3.
Go ahead, read it aloud.
With plasma screens, remote controls for the lighting, and wireless computers.
Yes, perfect. Thank you very much. Then, can you tell me what the area you live in is like? Number 4. 4. Who would answer 4?
Can I?
No. I need the other participants to take part to participate. Guys, I have given each one of you a question to find the answers for. It was a bit of, a piece of cake. They say it very easy. Okay, Yusuf, go ahead.
So where's the question again?
The question was, can you tell me what the area you live in is like? Number 4. Question 4.
The neighborhood where I live in is very peaceful.
Yes.
And the area is residential.
No, we have already talked about the residential.
4.
At all times of the day, it's really tranquil.
Sorry, my
I think
eye
number 5.
and swaps answers. Sorry.
Okay, Yusuf again. Can you tell me what the area you live in is like?
Can I answer?
We are listening to Yusuf right now, please.
Very peaceful. At all times of the day, it is very tranquil. I have to say, I love it there.
What's tranquil? What do you think the meaning of the word tranquil is?
Tranquil is exquisite or unique. It's about tranquility, which is the continuity of peace.
It's like peaceful or calm. Like peaceful or calm. Okay, what's your family home like? Then we'll have a person to answer. So what's your question number 5? What's your family home like?
Answer.
Okay, Anwar.
I think I will answer.
Okay, go ahead, answer.
What's your family home like? I think letter P. My parents' apartment is in a very dynamic part of the city.
Yeah.
I think.
Elaborate your answer.
It is letter number P.
Okay, just read it aloud.
Sorry, number 2.
Yeah. So just again, just read it aloud. So it's always noisy and full of people.
Okay. What's your family home like?
Yeah.
Okay. My parents' apartment is in a very dynamic part of the city. Number 2. I don't see. It is always noisy and full of people.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, they're fine, thanks. Let's move on to the next exercise. We're going to skip exercises 8 and 9, and we'll move on to exercise number 1 in this part, speaking. Now we are going to listen to 4 questions from the start of the Ielts speaking test, and we need to write down the questions you hear. Again, you will listen to 4 questions, and you just need to write down the questions as you hear them. The first question will start with something, can you? And you write down the rest of the question. Okay?
Unit 1, page.
Okay, is the audio okay for you? Can you hear it?
10. Unit 1, page 10.
Okay.
Speaking skills. Exercise 1. A. Can you tell me your full name? B. And what shall I call you? C. Where do you come from? D. Could you show me your ID?
Okay, let's revise them or check them again with Mariam.
Can I answer?
I'm
Can I
calling
answer?
for Mariam. Are you ready, Mariam? Because we haven't heard your voice yet. Mariam is not ready.
Can I
Hatem.
answer?
Can I
Hatem.
answer?
I need Hatem.
Okay.
Can you?
Can you tell me your phone number?
Can you tell me your full name?
Phone number.
Can you tell me your full name?
Your phone.
Full name.
Can you tell
No,
me your
sorry.
full name? Okay.
Full name.
Go on. Go on. Go on quickly. What was the second question? On what? Hatem, go on.
Just a second, because you should. What should I call you?
What shall I call you?
What should I call you?
Yes, what shall I call you? Okay. Where?
Where do you come
from?
Where do you come from? Yes, where do you come from? And
could you show me your ID? Show me your ID.
Yes. Could you show me your ID? That's okay. Thanks. Then for exercise 2 here, we have like a table of information, and we need to fill in the dialogue using the information from this table. Let's have Omar reading aloud. Can you Omar, you read this table aloud, please? Benjamin Weiss. Omar. Okay, let's move on to Hassan. Hassan, can you read aloud?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Benjamin Weiss.
Benjamin Weiss is going to take the speaking module at 3:30 this afternoon. He comes from
Switzerland
and prefers people to call him Ben. He has brought his passport as identification.
Identification, okay. Here we need to fill in the blanks of the dialogue between the candidate and the examiner. The candidate is going to start saying, hello, good, what do you think? The interview is at 3:30 afternoon. So what do you think is going to say good what?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm sure it will be good afternoon. And the examiner will answer him. He will say what?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And can in just 1 minute, can you fill in the missing information or fill in the blanks in this dialogue? Then we'll check together collectively at the end.
I can answer or I can
take just
answer or
like
I
a
can
minute for every person, just to hold on for 1 minute for every person to find the answers. Then I'll check that aloud with one of you. I'll have one of you a candidate and the other will be the examiner. But just take like a minute quickly to fill in the missing information in the blanks here. Okay, Muhammad, are you ready?
Yeah, but I missed the question. I can't get the answer.
You missed one question out of them.
Yeah.
No problem. But still, you will be the candidate. Muhammad will play the role of a candidate.
I didn't finish yet. I still missing
one plan.
the two.
We will help you with the missing.
candidates.
We will help you with the missing information. With the missing question, we'll help you with it.
Okay.
So Muhammad will play the role of a candidate, and I'm going to have Juwayriya playing the role of the examiner. Juwayriya will be the examiner, and Muhammad will be the candidate.
Okay.
Go ahead, Muhammad. You are the candidate.
Hello, good afternoon.
Juwayriya.
Good afternoon. Can you bring me your passport?
No. Can you tell me your
full name?
Full name, yes.
Yes. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Benjamin Weiss.
Yes, my name is Benjamin Weiss. Benjamin Weiss is taken from you. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Juwayriya.
Okay, and what can I help
do for you?
What can I call you? What can I call you?
Maybe it's correct.
Please call me Ben.
Yeah.
Please call, yes, me. Ben, I think.
Ben.
Yes, Ben, yeah.
Ben,
Ben,
yeah.
yeah.
Then go on.
Okay, good. Where did you come from?
Where do you come from?
Do you come from? Not that. Where do you come from?
I come from Switzerland.
Bravo.
Yes, I come from Switzerland. Okay.
Can you
show?
Can you show me? Can you show me your identification, please?
Of course. Here is my passport.
Yes, here is my passport. That's it. Here is my passport or ID. Here is my passport or the ID. Okay. Then describing a familiar topic, that was your homework, and we already discussed that at the start of the session, so we'll skip it and move on. We'll move on to exercise 8, saying where you come from. Okay, for exercise 8, you will often be asked about your hometown or where you live now. Listen to an extract from an interview. Complete the examiner's questions in the spaces below. Again, we will listen to a conversation or an extract from a speaking test. We need to listen and just to find the exact words of the speaker. Write down the exact words of the speaker. Okay?
Unit 1, page 11. Speaking skills. Exercise 8.
Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about your town or village.
Okay.
Could you tell me something about where you live?
Yes, I used to live in Switzerland, but I've recently moved to the UK. Now I live in Weybridge.
What sort of place is that?
It's a large, busy place. It's near London. It has got lots and lots of people and houses. It's typical of a London suburb.
Is there anything you particularly like about it?
The great thing about Weybridge is the facilities. You've got everything you need. Shops, buses and trains, cinemas, pubs and restaurants, entertainment. It's never necessary to leave it. You've got all you want.
I see. And what kind of jobs do people do there?
All kinds. I suppose mostly people work in offices for big companies. Some people work in shops. There are a lot of high-tech companies around there.
Thank you. Now, let's talk about what you do.
Okay, we get back to Hassan.
Yeah.
Hassan, could you get the questions, the question words? Could you tell me what was the first?
The first one is, could you tell me about your that home and
Could you
your
tell me something? Was
your
something
something
about
yourself?
About
yourself?
where you live.
where
About where you live.
Yes, that was the first question. Could you tell me something about where you live? Okay, Hassan, I ask you here about your opinion about the answers. Did the candidate put much details in his answer, or he just gave a short answer? What do you think? Was your answer elaborated and has enough details or not?
Enough details.
Yes, he has provided enough details, and you need to do that in the Ielts test. Do not give short answers. Try to give elaborated answers, elaborate your answers, giving much details and enough details for the examiner. Okay, the second question was what? Let's have it from Muhammad. What was the second question?
The second question was, what sort of place is that?
Yes, what sort of place
is that?
Is that? Good job. Then we'll have Malik. Is there anything?
Is there anything that you like about it?
Particularly?
That you like about it?
Particularly that you like.
I heard it spectacular. I heard it as
in particular. Maybe in particular, particularly that you like about it.
Particular.
In particular, maybe. Is there anything in particular that you like it? Maybe. Okay. And what kind? What was the last question? What kind?
Can I answer?
Okay.
And what kind of jobs are there?
Yes. What kind of jobs do people do there? Yes. What kind of jobs do people do there? Okay. So here when you are given questions like that, although they are simple questions, but still you need to give elaborated answers. Do not stick to short answers. If you would like to get a score or a band 7 or more, you need to put much details in your answers. Okay? Okay. We're moving here to exercise 11 with a partner. Ask and answer the questions in 8 and try to add more details to elaborate your answers. We will practice answering these questions together. One of you will be the candidate and the other person will be the examiner who would like to take the role of the examiner and who would like to be the candidate. The examiner will ask the same questions here, and the candidate will give his own information. Will answer his own information.
I'll be the examiner.
Can I be the examiner?
Just a moment, please. Muhammad would like to be the examiner.
I would like to play the examiner.
Okay, Muhammad would play the examiner. And who will be the candidate?
Me.
Yusuf? Okay, we'll have Yusuf the candidate. Yusuf, in your answer, Yusuf, as a candidate, try, if you can, to use any of the expressions here in 11. I used to live in, but now if you would like to use that, it's okay. If you'd like to use whatever you like, but this is like no expressions you can use. I moved here, it's a place where what I like about is The great thing about is, I suppose, it's like expressions we used to describe where you live.
Sir, am I supposed to ask only the questions or like a real conversation?
No, you will be the examiner who is going to interview Yusuf. You will ask him the same questions in the 4 questions we heard in exercise 8, and Yusuf will be the candidate. He will give his own information. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, could you tell me something about where you live?
I live in Azagazi. I live in a very crowded neighborhood. It was a lot of noise. The city is almost visible from view, and the air is not the freshest, but it's definitely fresher than city air.
Pretty good. What sort of place is that?
It's a countryside village in Egypt, and we usually farm and work in agriculture. And education here is very rare.
And is there anything particularly that you like about it?
Honestly, I don't like anything except my family here, but I could argue that some people could say otherwise, but personally, no.
And one last question. What kind of jobs do people do there?
Mostly agriculture, sometimes teaching, rarely nurses. It's a wide variety, but the most common is in agriculture and sewing, as in tailoring clothes.
Okay, thank you very much for your wonderful performance. But again, the advice for you, Yusuf, try to be positive in your answers. When you were asked, is there anything you like where you live? You said, I do not like anything. Although it's still fine, but it's true. Although it's still fine, but I do not prefer it. I prefer something like, yes, actually, I prefer to live in another place because the place where I live is blah blah blah. But still, try to be like at least be neutral in the way you criticize anything. That's my advice for you when you are doing a test.
I can't live anywhere because I cannot sustain a lifestyle in the city. So I'm staying where I am.
Okay, so let's move on, guys, to exercise 13. The pronunciation and the stress. Before we do exercise 13, we'll have a look at exercise 12 here. How many syllables are there in each of these words for describing places? The first word, which is pleasant. How many syllables is that word? How many syllables is that?
I think 2 syllables.
2.
There are 2 syllables. Pleasant. Yeah. Pleasant. Is it pleasant or pleasant? How do you pronounce it the right way? Pleasant.
Pleasant.
Pleasant. So where does the stress lie? Does the stress lie? Sorry. Does the stress lie on the first syllable or on the second syllable?
Second syllable.
If it was on the second syllable, it will be pleasant. If you put stress on the second syllable, you will pronounce it pleasant. But we do not pronounce it pleasant. We pronounce it pleasant. So where does the syllable lie? Where does the stress lie? The stress lies here on the first syllable. The first syllable is the highest or the loudest. So I would say pleasant and not pleasant.
I want to ask a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Although I know it is pronounced pleasant, I'm just gonna ask one thing. Why? Like, it comes from the word please, from the syllables, which means to like give people what they want.
Okay.
Or
Yusuf.
But pleasant means usually please for everyone. Why isn't it pronounced pleasant? although it has the same letters as
I got your point, Yusuf. Listen to me, please. I got your point. For pronunciation, there's no specific or rigid rules like grammar. For grammar, yeah, there are rigid rules we have to apply to. But for pronunciation, we get the pronunciation from native speakers. The way native speakers say it to pronounce it, we follow that. Sometimes there are rules, but still the rules of pronunciation are not rigid rules like the rules of grammar. More or less, you need to listen to a native speaker or check a dictionary, check an English dictionary. So native speakers pronounce it pleasant. It's derived from the word maybe please, which is with long vowel please, but still the adjective is pleasant and not pleasant because that's the way native speakers pronounce it. So for pronunciation, we take it for the way the native speakers do it, we do it or pronounce it. The second word, dynamic. How many?
So basically, English is the only language?
Excuse me, syllables. Yusuf, what do you say?
I said, so English is the only language like that, because I'm learning another European language, which is German, and we have none of that. The pronunciation rules are still, they don't change.
Maybe because what we are doing an English course here, so maybe I don't know about the other languages. Okay. For the word dynamic, what do you think? How many syllables are there?
3.
2 syllables.
3 syllables.
Dynamic.
Dynamic. They are 3 syllables. Okay. Is it dynamic? Is it dynamic or dynamic or dynamic? Where should we put the stress here?
Dynamic.
Where? Yes, dynamic. So the stress lies on which syllable? The first, the second, or the last?
I think the second.
Dynamic.
The
second, yes.
Yeah.
The second. Good, yes. We say dynamic. Dynamic, the stress lies on the second syllable. Okay, what about the word flat? How many syllables are there? Flat.
1.
Just 1 syllable. Just one syllable. Yeah, well, flat, yeah, just 1 syllable. No problem with that. Okay, then we come to the word peaceful.
Peaceful.
Yes, peaceful. 2 syllables. Is it
2 syllables?
Peaceful? Is it peaceful or
the
peaceful?
The second
syllable.
Yeah.
If the stress lies on the second syllable, it will be peaceful. Do you pronounce it peaceful?
No, peaceful.
You pronounce it peaceful. So the stress lies on the first syllable, not in the second.
Not in the second, yeah.
Yes, not in the second. The first syllable, peaceful, not peaceful. Okay, and this word, who can pronounce this word? Yusuf, can you pronounce this word?
Cramped. The D is important to T for easier spelling and pronunciation.
How many syllables are there in cramped?
Cramped? Honestly, I think it is 3.
3. What are they?
The A and the E. Honestly, I don't even know what a syllable means, but I just know how to spell.
I think it's 2 syllables.
Okay, here, Yusuf, the meaning of the word is syllable. Syllable here is like a vowel with other 2 consonants or 1 consonant maybe. Let's get back for the word flat. How many stages do you use to pronounce the word flat? You pronounce it just 1 time, flat, as 1 chunk. You pronounce it as just 1 chunk, flat. So it's 1 syllable, because it's one chunk only. But if you compare it with peaceful, these are 2 chunks, peace and full. This is 2 syllables.
Okay. So cramped is 2.
Cramped. In fact, cramped here is just 1 syllable, 1 chunk. You pronounce it 1 chunk, cramped. Some people would mispronounce this word saying cramped. If you say cramped, like the way most of the Arab people say it, that's incorrect. That's incorrect. It's incorrect because here you pronounce the word cramped in 2 syllables, cramp and bed, and that's incorrect.
Yeah.
But the correct pronunciation for this cramp, just 1 syllable, cramped.
Like flat?
Like flat, yes. So it's cramped, like flat, not cramped.
Okay.
So
Okay,
this,
let's.
how many times it takes me to pronounce the word correctly without flattening it and saying it incorrectly, right?
Which word? Yes. That's the definition of with the syllable, yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, let's move on to this word. Bungalow. Is it bungalow? How many syllables there in bungalow?
I think 3.
3. Bungalow. First chunk
Bungalow.
Low, and that's the. Okay. Is it bungalow or bungalow or bungalow? Where should the stress lie?
Bungalow.
Yes, bungalow. Bungalow. The stress lies on the first syllable. So it's a bungalow and not bungalow. And not bungalow.
Is it 3 syllables?
No,
3 syllables. And the first one is the first one. 3 syllables. And the stress syllable is the first one. Okay, let's move to the word detached.
Detached. 3 syllables. Detached.
3 syllables. What are the 3 syllables?
Detached. No.
So you said detached, isn't it?
No.
In fact, if you pronounce it detached, these are 3 syllables. But this word is only 2 syllables, not 3 syllables. The first syllable is D. Yes, 2 syllables. The first syllable is D, and the second syllable is touched. Touched, not touched. Touched. Touched is just 1 syllable. Detached. Which one is the stressed one? Is it detached or detached? Detached or detached?
Detached.
Detached. The stressed syllable here is the second one, detached.
Second, on the second. Yeah.
Yes, the second one, detached. Okay, and then we have the word overpriced.
Over and priced too.
Over and priced. Yes, overpriced. Which?
I think it's 2 syllables and the second
is it
part.
2 or 3 syllables first? Overpriced. Overpriced. How many syllables are there?
2.
3 syllables. O,
3?
that's a syllable. Yes, O, that's a syllable. O. Ver, that's the second syllable. Priced, that's the third syllable. Overpriced. O, the first chunk. Ver, the second chunk. And the priced, that's the third chunk. Overpriced. Which one is the stressed? Is it overpriced?
Third.
Or overpriced? The third, yes. We say overpriced. You relax in the third syllable, or you say overpriced. Priced, that's the longest vowel here, or the longest chunk of the word. So that's the stressed syllable, overpriced.
The O sound, the first syllable?
Yeah, O is the first syllable here, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, identify which word doesn't belong to each set of the words here. Here we have a set of words. We need to find the odd one out, but the odd one out here is not in terms of the meaning of the word, but in terms of the way the word is pronounced. 3 words here are pronounced like they have the same stress, and one is different. One is different when it comes to the location or the place of the stress. When it comes to the place of the stress, one is different. For example, the first one, is it pretend or pretend?
Pretend.
Pretend. So the stress here lies on the second syllable, pretend. Is it also or also? Also. So the stress lies on the first syllable. Is it although or although? Although. The stress lies on the second syllable. Is it repair or repair? Repair. The stress lies on the second syllable. So the odd word out here, the different word was also. Because in also the stress lies on the first syllable, but the other word is the stress lies on the second syllable. Okay? Then we have Is it interest or interest?
Interest. The
Interest.
eyes.
Interest. The stress lies on the first syllable. Interest.
Yeah.
Social or social?
Social.
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 The stress lies on the first syllable. Huh?
Special.
Special. Yeah. Special.
Yeah.
Special. Still first syllable. What about that word? That offend or offend?
Offend.
Offend.
Offend. So the stress lies here on the second syllable.
Second.
That's a different word.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Like
we have
length.
quality. Quality. Radio. Quality. Radio. Example. Example. Comedy.
Comedy.
Which one is the different? Quality. Radio. Example. Comedy.
Quality. Quality was the last syllable, and radio on.
Which one is different?
The third example, I think.
Yeah, example. Yeah, example. Example.
Yeah.
The second syllable was the stressed one here, or is the stressed one here? Example. So example is different. But
yeah.
As for the others, the first syllable is the stressed one.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Expensive. Advantage. Certainly. Again, exactly. Expensive. Advantage. Certainly.
I think exactly.
The only one who's the X pronounced. Well, exactly, not X.
Exactly. Here, the second syllable is stressed. Expensive. The second syllable is stressed. Advantage. The second syllable is stressed. But here I did not say certainly. We do not say certainly. We say certainly. Certainly and not certainly. Certainly. Yeah. So that this one, certainly. Yeah. The first
one out, certainly.
The first one. So that's a different word. Certainly, and not certainly. Okay. Depend. Remote. Depend. Remote. Open. Create. Depend. Remote. Open. Create.
I think create.
Open.
That's open. Because create, the second one is stressed, like remote, like depend. But when it comes to open, we don't say open. We do not say open. Open. Yeah.
Sound. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Unpleasant. Fabulous. Specialize. Operate.
Maybe fabulous.
I think operate.
Unpleasant.
Yeah, unpleasant. Unpleasant. Because the stressed syllable here is the second one. Pleasant. Unpleasant. But here I say fabulous. Specialize. Operate. All of them we stress the first syllable. But when it comes to unpleasant, I don't say unpleasant, but I say unpleasant. The second one is the stressed one. And what about intend, cancel, prefer, reply? Intend, cancel, prefer, reply.
I think it's reply.
Reply, you stress the second syllable. Prefer, you stress the second syllable. But here you say cancel. You say cancel. So, yes, that's the stressed one, the first.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the end for the speaking part of today. Now we move on to the listening part. Last time we did, I think, test one. We did test one last time, so we'll do test two.
As homework?
There was the homework was an extra homework, but there was no homework from the textbook. The homework was, I think, was on the internet. It was not from the textbook.
The IELTS test 2 is the homework, right?
But from the website, not from this book.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
have for the textbook, we do it here together, but for the homework, it's from a website on the internet, not from this textbook. Okay.
Website?
The link of the website is there in the study plan file I sent you.
The jump into its
Yeah,
website,
jump
right?
into IELTS, yes. It's called the jump into IELTS site, I think.
This is the IELTS listening.
Okay, as we saw last time for the IELTS listening test, it's divided into 4 sections. Sections 1, 2, 3, and 4. We said as for sections 1 and 2, they are the easiest. You find like an easy information in it. But for sections 3 and 4 are more challenging than sections 1 and 2. So we start with section 1 here. My advice for you, if you remember, is to do something like a mind map for the exercise before you attempt it, before you try it or attempt doing it. Do first like a mind map for that. For section 1, what is it about? Let's have a quick look at section 1 and see what is it about. If you look here, you more or less you still need to read the instructions carefully. Write one word and a number, or one word or a number. So we are going to write one word and a number, or a number. Hostel accommodation. This exercise or this section is about a hostel accommodation. If you look here, you will find that it's about different accommodations. Top-end backpackers, that's the first kind of accommodation, okay? And the second one is gum tree lodge, and the third one is kangaroo lodge. Okay, so again, that first part we will hear somebody talking about 3 accommodations: top-end backpackers, gum tree lodge, kangaroo lodge. What do we need for top-end backpackers? They will mention the price. Comments and review. The comments review, parking available plus stuff are. So the first missing information we're going to look for here is description of the stuff. The stuff are what? The stuff are what in the top-end backpackers. Then we move on. There will be something about the air conditioning is too. The air conditioning is too. Whenever a person using the word to, does it mean a positive or a negative response? Whenever you find the word to, what do you expect to find after the word to? Is it something positive or negative?
Usually negative, but sometimes
Yes.
it's positive.
Most probably it will be negative. So most probably here there will be like something like a complaint with their air conditioning. It's to what? So that was the first for number 1 and number 2, the first 2 blanks. Then for the first blank, it's about the stuff of top-end backpackers, and the second blank, it's about the air conditioning. Then we will move on to Gumtree Lodge. Price per person. The price per person. Take care. Price per person. Not per room, not it's per person. How much is the price per person in dollars? And then the comments and reviews of Gumtree Lodge. Good quiet location, pools and gardens, and in the dormitories. Something in the dormitories. So what's there in the dormitories? Kangaroo Lodge. The speaker will mention the price per person. Then we will hear the comments and reviews. For the comments and reviews, downtown location, reception at the lodge is always open. No lockers in the rooms. They are very clean. The what are very clean in that Kangaroo Lodge. And it seems to be every night. And what's there every night? And the address. We need also to find the address on the space lane. The address of the Kangaroo Lodge. Then, and the last part will be the hostel information. The hostel information. Sheets are provided. can hire a space, what can you hire, what is included, and assured is available. Assured what is available for the hostel information. Okay, so right now I have just made like a mind map for me to follow when I listen to this conversation. I know right now that I'll hear the speaker talking about top-end backpackers, and he will talk about Gumtree Lodge, Kangaroo Lodge, and at the end I'll find information about the host. Okay, ready?
Go ahead.
Test. You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 parts. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. Now turn to part 1. Part 1.
You will hear a telephone conversation between 2 friends called Julie and Nick about cheap accommodation in the city of Darwin, Australia. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 6.
Hi Nick, it's Julie. Have you managed to find any information about accommodation in Darwin?
Hi, I was just going to call you. I found some on the internet. There are quite a few hostels for backpackers there. The first possibility I found was a hostel called Top End Backpackers.
Okay.
It's pretty cheap. You can get a bed in a dormitory for $19 per person. Private rooms cost a bit more, but we'll be okay in dormitories, won't we?
Sure.
So, that hostel has parking, though that doesn't really matter to us, as we'll be using public transport.
Yeah. Are there any reviews on the website from people who have been there?
Well, yes. They aren't all that good, though. Some people said they didn't like the staff. They had an unfriendly attitude.
It's quite unusual in a hostel. Usually all the staff are really welcoming.
That's what I thought. People said they liked the pool and the fact that the rooms had air conditioning. But the problem with that was that it was very noisy, so they were kept awake. But it was too hot if they turned it off, so they had to put up with it.
Someone told me there's another hostel called Gumtree something.
Gumtree Lodge. It costs a bit more. $45 a person.
What?
Oh, no. That's for private rooms. It's $23.50 for the dorms.
That's more like it.
It looks to be in quite a good location. A bit out of town and quiet, but with good transport and quite near a beach.
Has it got a pool?
Yes, and its own gardens. The reviews for that one are mostly okay, except for one person who said they couldn't sleep because there were insects flying around in the dormitories.
Not for me then. And I'd rather be somewhere central, really.
Right. There's a place called Kangaroo Lodge. They've got dorms at $22, and it's downtown, near all the restaurants and clubs and everything. So that should suit you. And it doesn't close at night.
So there's always someone on reception? That sounds good.
The only criticism I saw was that the rooms were a bit messy and untidy because people just left their clothes and stuff all over the beds and the floor.
Don't hostels usually have lockers in the bedrooms? where you can leave your stuff?
Yeah, they do usually, but apparently they don't here. Still, hostels are never particularly tidy places, so that doesn't bother me. And the same person said that the standard of cleanliness was pretty good, and especially the bathrooms. They were excellent as far as that went.
Right. Yeah, I reckon Kangaroo Lodge sounds the best.
Me too. Quite a lot of people reviewing it said it was really fun there. Like every night everyone staying there got together and ended up having a party. So it sounds like it's got a really good atmosphere.
Okay, let's go for that one.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you will have some time to look at the questions 7 to 10.
Okay, let's check the answers for this part first. What was the answer for 1? The stuff was unfriendly.
Unfriendly attitude.
The stuff, okay, take care. If you write down unfriendly attitude, it will be marked incorrect for you. You need to fill in words matching the grammar and the structure of the sentence. The stuff are unfriendly. Even in the instructions, he asked you to provide a word and a number or just one word. So if you wrote again, if you wrote unfriendly attitude,
a word or and a number.
Unfriendly.
The air conditioning is too what?
Noise.
Noisy.
Noisy. Okay, and the price per person?
23.
22.
Okay,
45.
at first she said 45, but the speaker corrected himself. He corrected himself. Sorry, 45 is the price of the room, and the person was asking about the price per person. So the speaker corrected himself, saying again it's 23.50.
Right.
Okay, and what's there in the dormitories? What was the problem in the dormitories?
Insects.
Insects. Yes, insects. They are what were very clean.
Bathrooms.
Bathrooms. What's there every night?
Party.
Party. Yes. Party there. Party. Excuse me?
Parties or party?
He said it seems to be you take care of the indifferent article a.
Because I thought I heard parties.
Even if you heard 8 parties, but they said a party anyway, you have to stick to the grammar of the structure that you have. I cannot say seems to be a party.
I thought you said a parties, so I was gonna correct, but it turns out I misheard.
Maybe it was just a slip of tongue. I'm sorry for that. Just a party. Okay, let's move on to the second part.
Okay.
Now listen and answer questions 7 to 10.
Did you get the address of Kangaroo Lodge?
Yes, it's on Shadforth Lane.
Can you spell that?
Shadforth. It's near the transit centre, where the intercity buses and the airport buses drop you off.
Cool. I'm really looking forward to this. I've never stayed in a hostel before. Do they provide bed linen, sheets and things?
Yeah. And you can usually either bring your own towel or hire one there. But they don't usually provide those for free.
Okay. And what happens about meals?
Well, you don't have to pay extra for breakfast. It varies a lot in different places, but generally it's okay. And there's usually a cafe where you can buy a snack or a hot meal for lunch. But actually, if you're really travelling on the cheap, usually for every 5 or 6 rooms, there's a kitchen where you can knock up a snack, and that saves a lot of money.
Great. Right. Well, shall I go ahead and book that?
What was the address?
That is the end of part 1. You now
Short.
have 1 minute
Short.
to make your answers to part 1.
Okay, it was short force, but take care when you write a proper noun like that. You must capitalize the first letter, the S here. You must capitalize, otherwise it will be marked incorrect for you.
Because addresses are technically nouns.
Yes. Sheets are provided. Can hire a. What can you hire there? A towel. You can hire a towel. It was a towel. And what is included?
How can you hire
Kitchen.
a towel? I think the towel isn't hired for like jobs.
But maybe this is our opinion. We cannot hire a towel. But what went there in the conversation? They said you can hire a towel. So you stick to the information you hear on the conversation.
All right.
Is included.
Kitchen.
A shared kitchen.
Part 2.
I shared the kitchen, it's okay, but we are doing still number 9. What is
Guide at an
included?
outdoor sculpture park to a group of visitors.
Breakfast.
What is included? It was breakfast included. Was breakfast included? And I shared the kitchen. Share the kitchen. So let's move on to section 2 here. For section 2, again, let's do like a mind map for section 2. Anglia Sculpture Park. That's a conversation about Anglia Sculpture Park. In real test, I believe you will not have time to read the questions and all the options, but you should at least read the STEM question. Read the STEM question so that you can expect the information you're going to hear. The first question is for Anglia Sculpture Park. The land where the sculpture is located was previously completely covered by forest is. The land where the sculpture is located was previously completely covered by forest is what? What's unusual about Anglia Sculpture Park? What is unusual about it? What's the theme of Joe Turman's sculpture? Question 13, that's there. What's the theme of Joe Treman's sculptures? So again, what was the previous place where the sculpture was? What's unusual about Anglia Sculpture Park? What's the theme of Joe Treman's sculptures? Then the path to the lake. Then the path by the lower lake. What about the path by the lower lake? What does the speaker say about the visitor center? What does the speaker say about the visitor center? You concentrate on the main questions here while listening so that you can follow the conversation. Today, visitors can buy snacks and sandwiches. Where can visitors buy snacks and sandwiches? Okay, so it's like a sculpture park, and we will follow.
And welcome and
You're buffering.
That's okay. It's working.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Anglia Sculpture Park. Right, well the idea behind the Sculpture Park is that it's a place where works of art such as large sculptures and carvings can be displayed out of doors in a natural setting. As you'll have noticed when you drove here, most of the land around the park is farmland. The park itself belonged to a family called the De Quinces, who had made a lot of money from manufacturing farm machinery and who also owned substantial stretches of forest land to the north of the park. They built a house in the center of the park, not far from where we're standing now, but this burnt down in 1980 and the De Quinces then sold the land. The Anglia Sculpture Park isn't the only one in the country. Several of the London parks sometimes display contemporary sculptures, and there are a couple of other permanent sculpture parks in England. But we're unique in that some of our sculptures were actually created for the sites they occupy here. And we also show sculptures by a wider range of artists than anywhere else in the country. For example, at present we have an exhibition by Joe Tremaine of what he calls burnt sculptures. These are wood and stone sculptures that he's carved and marked with fire to illustrate the ferocity and intensity of the forces that have shaped our planet over millions of years. They look really dramatic in this rural setting. To see some of the sculptures, you'll need to follow the path alongside the lower lake. We had to renovate this after the lake overflowed its banks a couple of months ago and flooded the area. The water level's back to normal now, and you shouldn't have any trouble. The path's very level underfoot. You should be back at the visitor centre at about 4 o'clock. If you have time, it's worth taking a look at the centre itself. It's not possible to go upstairs at present, as builders are working there adding another floor, but the rest's well worth seeing. The architect was Guy King. He was actually born in this part of England, but he recently designed a museum in Canada that won a prize for innovation in public buildings. If you want to get something to eat when you get back, like a snack or a sandwich, the terrace room is currently closed, but you can go to the kiosk and buy something, then sit on one of the chairs overlooking the lower lake and enjoy the view as you're eating.
Okay.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation.
Okay, let's check this part. What was the place where that sculpture park built in before?
B.
It was B, the site of a private house. Yes, that was the site of a private house belonging to a certain family, and they, they repelled it, or they sold that house, and other people built the sculpture park there. It was the site of a private house. They mentioned the name of the family in the conversation. What's unusual? What's unusual about? He used the word something unique. He used the word unique. Unique is similar for or synonym for the word unusual. Unusual gives the same meaning like unique. What did he say as a unique for sculpture park?
Those remains sculptures that were made specially for it.
So that means what? That means artists have made the sculptures especially for it. Okay, 413. What is the theme of Joe Tremaine's sculpture?
I think it's also
Excuse me, for 13, what was that?
B.
C.
No, it was the violence of nature. He talked about the conflict, something like, I mentioned the word the conflict. Conflict is like a violence, the synonym for violence, so it was C. The bath by Lower Lake.
It has just been renovated, so the renovation is just repair, so it's B.
Yeah, good job. Yes, renovation means repaired, so it has been repaired. Here synonyms play a crucial or a significant role in finding the answers in Ielts, whether in reading or in listening. Be on the lookout for synonyms and take care of the synonyms. What does the speaker say about the visitor center?
C.
It was designed by the Canadian architect.
Yeah.
No, they said workers are doing something. He said workers are doing something because they would like to extend the place, the area. He said there is they are trying to put or make an extension area. Extension area or extend the place means that they would like to enlarge it.
Second floor. When they said enlarging the second floor.
Yes, so it's A. I'm not. Okay, the visitors can buy snacks and sandwiches.
A at the kiosk.
At the kiosk, yeah.
Yeah, at the kiosks.
Because the second place is closed.
Because they were enlarging it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, for the map here, the advice for you, if you would like, if you are going to approach a question like that, is to have a look for the the landmarks of this map or area. What are the landmarks there? Before we do it, before we listen to the audio, I mean here, let's have a look and try to understand the map here. It's a map of Anglia Sculpture Park. What are the main features of this map?
A lower lake it's a lower part, and an upper lake is the upper part, connected by a bridge.
I'm going to start from the entrance here. That's the entrance. And if we walk here, you will find the visitor center, and to the right, car park. Next to the car park or above the car park, you'll find an education center and a bridge and upper lake and lower lake. Upper lake and lower lake. So these features of the map will help you follow the conversation. Again, that's the entrance, and once you get into the entrance, you find to the left visitor center and to the right car park. And if you walked in that lane or that path, you will pass by an educational center which is near the car park, then at a bridge, and in the bridge, to the right of the bridge, upper lake, and to the left of the bridge, a lower lake. Then you move on to the north. That's like the features or the landmarks of this place. They need to know Joe Turman's sculpture. Where is that? Which is 17. Where is that? Is it A, B, C? Which one of them is Joe Turman's sculptures? On which? That place, if it's suppose if it's let's say letter B, you will write 17 on letter B. If it's letter F, you will write 17 on letter F. If it's letter D, you will write 17 on letter D. So we are looking for Joe Turman's sculptures, and once we find it, we write 17. Then Gatalucy bird sculptures. Gatalucy bird sculptures, which is 18. Which one of them is the bird sculptures Gatalucy? And the garden gallery and the long house. Okay, is it clear for you what to do?
Yeah, but can I ask a question?
Okay.
So, will this question ever appear in an Ielts test?
Yeah, it may be, yes. This is a real Ielts test.
A map?
Yeah, you can find a map in listening, yeah. That's a real Ielts test. We're doing a real Ielts test.
Describe it? Do they at least describe it in the listening part?
Yeah, you follow the description and you will know.
Oh,
that's why I'm asking you to take care. That's why I'm asking you to pay attention to the landmarks so that you can follow the conversation.
Yeah, I honestly can follow instructions and people speaking about maps better than looking at the map itself. So it's actually better for me.
Okay, for that's why here you have like landmarks like bridge, upper lake, and these things.
When would we finish?
We're supposed to finish like after 12 minutes from now.
Let's start for the game.
Excuse me?
I said there's still 10 minutes left. Yeah. Nothing really.
Questions 17 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 17 to 20.
Now, let me just tell you a bit about what you can see in the sculpture park. If you look at your map, you'll see the visitor centre, where we are now, at the bottom, just by the entrance. Since we only have an hour, you might not be able to get right around the park, but you can choose to visit some of the highlights. You might like to take a look at the Joe Tremaine sculptures, which are displayed on this side of the upper lake, just behind the education centre and near the bridge. They're really impressive, but please remember not to let your children climb on them. One of our most popular exhibitions is the Giorgio Catalucci bird sculptures. They're just across the bridge on the north side of the lower lake. I love the way they're scattered around in the long grass beside the lake, looking as if they're just about to take to their wings. You could also go to the garden gallery. It's on this side of the upper lake. From the visitor centre, you go to the education centre, then keep on along the path and you'll see it on your right. There's an exhibition of animal carvings there, which is well worth a look. We also have the Longhouse. That's quite a walk. From here, you go to the bridge and then turn left on the other side. Soon you'll see a winding pathway going up towards the northern boundary of the park. Go up there and you'll find it at the top. They have some abstract metal sculptures that are well worth seeing if you have time. Okay, well, now...
Which one? Which letter was 17? The
E.
17 was letter E. Yes, it was E. And which one was the bird sculptures? 18. Which letter? Yes, it was C. C. For 18, it was C. And for 19?
F.
It was F, correct. And for 20?
A.
It was A. You know, by the end of this session, I'll send you the tape script itself and the audio again to study it again at home. I'll send you the audio and the tape script of the words they say, or the script itself that they say, so that you can study it again at home. Okay, for section 3, we'll do section 3 and we'll end by section 3 because we are running out of time. As usual, let's do like a mind map for section 3. What is it about? Section 3. It's about making a report. Why did Lyle choose it's about making a report. Why did Lyle choose instant coffee as the topic for his marketing report? So that person choose coffee as a marketing report. Why did he choose the instant coffee to be the topic for that? That's question 21. Question 22, Lyle discovered that in Australia, recent technological developments do what? What do speakers agree about the Lewis table of coffee products? The speakers agree about the Lewis table of coffee products. Guys, can you mute yourselves, please? What do they decide about Schaefer's Coffee as a market follower? What do they decide about Schaefer's Coffee? Schaefer's Coffee, that's like a keyword here. As a market follower, what does...
Schaefer's Coffee?
Yeah, we are highlighting the keywords. Now we are just highlighting the keywords so that we can follow the conversation. For 25, okay, what does Anna say? Well, right now we're highlighting the keywords so that when we listen to the conversation, we can follow the conversation and get the answer. You have to do that step before you listen. If you started listening right away without making like a mind map for yourself, you will get lost and you will not be able to find any answers. What does Anna say about originality in someone's first marketing report? Anna said something about the originality in someone's first making report. Anna here is a keyword. what difference between school assignments and this report has surprised you? Something surprised you about the assignments. What surprised you about the assignments? So the step I have done right now is highlighting the keywords so that I can follow the conversation. So, because we are running out of time, we need to find the answers quickly.
That is the end of part 2. You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to part 2.
Yeah, there are so many brands.
What wanted to ask you a want.
There is خلاص
Anna,
خلاص
wanted to ask you about my marketing report. I'm not sure about it.
That's okay, Leo. So what do you have to do?
Choose a product or service, then compare 2 organizations that produce it. I'm doing instant coffee.
But haven't you got a weekend job in a clothing store? Why didn't you choose clothing?
That was my first thought, because I thought it'd give me some practical examples. But when I searched for men's clothing on the internet, there were hardly any articles. So then I looked for coffee, and I found there were tons.
Yeah, there are so many brands on the market now. Okay, so how much have you actually written?
I've done part 1 on economic and technological factors. I found some good data on technological changes, how in Australia, fewer people are buying instant coffee because of cheap coffee percolators that they can use to make real coffee at home.
But there's also a movement away from drinking coffee.
Switching to things like herbal teas instead, because they think it's healthier. But that's not really to do with technology. It's more cultural. Anyway, for part 2, I'm comparing 2 instant coffee companies, Coffee Now and Schaffer's. And I've made this table of products.
Right. Let's see. So you've got the brand names and prices and selling size and descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the table looks good. You'll get marks for research there. Where will it go?
In the section on the marketing mix, under product.
Not in the appendix?
No.
Okay, but it's too factual on its own. You need to add some comment in that section about the implications of the figures.
Right, I'll do that. Now, I want to say that I think that Schaffer's is more of a follower than a leader in the coffee industry. Now, I'm putting that in the section on market share. Does that seem okay?
Let's see. So you've begun by explaining what market share is. That's important. But you've got to be careful how you give that opinion.
Do you think it should go in another section?
Well, it's fine where it is, but you've got to back it up with some data, or they'll say your report lacks weight.
Okay. The one thing I'm worried about is finding anything original to say.
Well, since this is your first marketing report, you're not expected to go out and do interviews and things to collect your own data. You're just using published data. So the analysis you do might not throw up anything that people didn't know before. But the focus is more on how you handle the data. I mean, you might take something like a graph of sales directly from a website, but what makes your work original is the perspective you provide by your interpretation of it.
Oh, you know, it's all so different from business studies assignments at school. It's really surprised me.
What? How much research you have to do?
I expected that. It's more, I knew exactly what I had to do to get a good grade at school. And I knew I'd be expected to go more deeply into things here. But I haven't got information on how the lecturer is going to grade my work, what he's looking for.
Usually, guys, you find the answers after transitional words like but, like however, like on the other hand. So when you are listening, take care of these words, this trick words or these transitional words. Sometimes he says something, but once he says something like but, although.
Now listen and answer questions 27 to 30.
Something like on the other hand or but or anything like these transitional words, usually you find the answers there. Let's check this part before we play the second part. What was the answer for 21? Why did Lewis? It was A. Yes, he had. There is plenty of information about instant coffee on the internet. That's why he chose to do his research about that. Recent technology. What did recent technology do for instant coffee in Australia?
I think C.
No, they reduced the demand for instant coffee because people shifted their interest and they started following, I think, herbal tea and other healthier products. What do the speakers agree about? There's the table of coffee products. They agreed about something. She said something and he said right.
A,
yes. Needs more
I think
explanation. Yeah, it was A. 424. Schaefer's coffee as a market follower.
B.
They need to provide more evidence or that. What does Anna
B.
say about the originality? Originality in someone's first marketing report. What did she say about the originality?
A.
It was clear analysis. She said, yes, you need to have clear analysis. What difference between school assignments and this report has? What has surprised Leo about that? Something surprised him.
Knowing the criteria.
Yes, he said, but I do not know how they put grades for me or something like that. Yeah. Okay. The second part here is fill in the blanks. And for filling in the blanks, we are going to consider what goes before the blank and what comes after the blank. Let's first you identify the keywords. And while listening, try to, look for synonyms for the keywords you have highlighted or underlined. Look for or be on the lookout for synonyms for the highlighted or keywords.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You told us that Mr. Muhammad will be with you the next session. Which is this one? Where is he?
No, Mr. Muhammad will be alone doing reading and writing with you. I'm doing speaking and listening. Mr. Muhammad will be reading and writing. I will not be with Mr. Muhammad.
The next session, the next
session will be with Mr. Muhammad will be either reading or writing. Okay, here for the second part, here we have an executive summary of a report. That's the marketing report, and we have the executive summaries. Give the executive summary, give a brief overview, including the space problems. Again, the last part will be divided into executive summary, problems, implementation. These are the three sections of the marketing report. For the executive summary, it gives brief overview, including what? For the problem, link each problem to what, with which explain that. For the implementation, nothing needed here. Practical solution to problems. Includes the details such as participants, space, and the sequence section is often poorly done because lack of what? So we need like two missing information in the implementation stage and one missing for the executive summary and one information missing for the problems. Let's not try to get it.
Well, one thing you have to remember is that in a marketing report, you've got to have what they call an executive summary at the beginning. I forgot that and I got marked down.
Yeah, I've drafted it. I've got an overview.
Have you got something about the background there?
Yeah.
Good.
So I've just made a summary of the main points. I wasn't sure whether or not I should have my aims there.
No, that's too personal. The executive summary is just like what a manager would read to get a general idea of your report if he was in a hurry.
Right. Then I'm okay for the first main part, all of the macro environment stuff. But it's when I get onto the problems section, I've listed all the problems that Coffee Now and Shafas are facing. But then what?
Well, you have to prioritize. So indicate the main problems, and then you analyze each one by connecting it with a theory. That's where your reading comes in.
Okay.
Have you done your implementation section yet?
I've thought about it. So that's where I write about what could be done about the problems.
Yes. And it's got to be practical, so don't forget to specify things like who would be involved and the cost and the order that things would be done in.
Right. Well, that shouldn't take long.
You'd be surprised. Actually, that's the bit that tends to get badly done because people run out of time. That and the conclusion.
Oh, any hints for that?
Well, it's got to draw out the main points from your report. So it's got to be quite general. You need to avoid introducing new stuff here. It's got to sum up what you've said earlier.
Okay. Thanks, Anna. That's been a big help.
Okay, guys, 27. The brief should...
That is the end of part 3. You now...
What was for 27? Include what?
The background.
Background. She said you should connect. She used the word connect, which gives the same meaning like link. Link is a problem to what? We heard the word connect. Connect is a synonym for link. Connecting problem to what? Theory. The theory. Try theory. Participants and she said something and order of things. Order means a sequence. Order means a sequence. So what was the word she said before talking about the order of things? Cost. Cost. She mentioned the costs. And at the end, she said people run out of something. Run out is the same, is a synonym for lack of. Lack of and run out gives the same meaning. Run out of what?
Time.
Time, yes. I said people run out of time. By now, we come to the end of this session because we're running out of time. I'm going to send you again. I'm going to send you the audio of this test, the second test. I'm going to, and also the tip script of it so that you can study it again at home. For your homework, I'm going to send that on your WhatsApp group.
Okay, thank you.
You are most welcome. Bye-bye.